Welcome back. This is Dad's Book Reviews. I'm Kevin.
I'm Don.
This is my dad.
We've got some really nice books for you this month.
Awesome. So, how many books we have?
6 books. One of them is an 8, but it's one that one of our readers recommended, so I thought I'd include it anyway.
Okay.
The next book is Apocalypse Redux by Jakob H. Greif. This is also one that was suggested by one of our readers. And
Listeners, watchers,
Okay, watchers.
lurkers. I don't know what
Listeners. This is a time regression LitRPG book.
So it's going backwards.
Yes. It's going back in time and living
okay.
a certain time over again. There are 7 books in the series, 556 pages in this first book. I don't know if it's finished. I haven't finished the series yet.
How deep into the series are you?
I'm 3rd book.
Okay.
Anyway, the world is ending. The apocalypse happened. The system came, and humanity died because of our own poor choices. Only 3 people are left on Earth when the book starts. And those 3 have decided they're going to go out in glory and fight one of the really big monsters, a demon lord. The 3 of them attack this demon lord and they kill him, but his 2 friends are killed. He's the only one left on the earth, and there's demons everywhere. Because certain circumstances were met, the god Janus suddenly appears and says, you have the chance to go back in time to when the system started.
It's reminding me of the Towers of Heaven.
Yeah, there are 2 or 3 books that start the same way.
Okay.
And he chooses to go back, and he wakes up in his house as this blue screen comes up saying, welcome to the system. The system is the first time it came when humanity died. It took months and even years for people to come to terms with this new reality. An unbelievable amount of time was wasted before any positive actions were taken. And by then it was too late for them to catch up with what was happening, make it out. The system, what it does is it allows people to summon monsters. It gives them a book. This is how you summon monsters. And if you want a simple monster, this is how you do it. You want a more powerful one, big bad monster, world-ending monster. You can summon any one of them. You just got to have the right materials that you put into this summoning circle, and you can summon them. By killing the monsters that you summon, you gain free points and skill points. And these things go to making you stronger and making you able to fight bigger and stronger monsters. But there is very little in the way of explanation or caution given to people on what maybe you shouldn't do. It's almost like the system wanted to kill everyone. So the consequences, idiots end up summoning monsters stronger than they could kill, and they get killed, and then the whole neighborhood gets wiped out. Or someone gets killed leaving a monster that may be weak but is stronger than everyone around them and kills thousands of people before strong enough people get to it to stop it. Or we have some pranksters that summon a monster at a party for a gag, and
Doesn't work out well.
Doesn't work out really well. Consequences are that anyone can get as strong as they want by killing off monsters if they do it wisely. But some of the people that get really strong aren't very good people and don't have humanity's best intention at heart. And so you have bad, strong people, and you have good, strong people, and you have a lot of really weak people that are just totally ignoring the system. In his last life, Isaac, our protagonist, didn't even try to get stronger for 2 years. he stayed at his job and was given raises and commendations and everything else. It didn't help much because these monsters kept coming and were killing off thousands and thousands of people. With the new start, he has a chance to go back and do things differently. He knows how to get strong and what he needs to do that. But that won't save the world and all the people in it. He needs other people involved in it. He needs to change attitudes, and he needs to influence the thinking of the world and change everyone's thinking in order to avert this catastrophe that's coming down the road. He's a simple worker in Germany. He needs to come up with a plan that will get others involved without being branded as a kook, or without them realizing he has all this knowledge and becoming a prisoner. It's a great book to read. If you like LitRPG, you'll love this book. Isaac has to get strong enough to prevent the disasters that he knows are going to happen. And not everything goes the same way, but enough things do that he knows I have to be strong enough to avert that disaster and that disaster. He has to be able to convince the right people to listen to him. He has to do it in a way that doesn't expose himself, because everyone's leery of anyone that's an expert. It would have been a wonderful book, and I would have given it a 10 if the author had toned down his language a little bit. It was really good.
So it was a 9?
It was a 9. I gave it a 9, but it's profane. Frequent, uncomfortable use of hard profanity. And it's by our hero that's doing it. It's really off-putting. There's no offensive sexual content, but there are violent incidents of high intensity. And I rated it for teens.
Now, we had a book we rated last month that you said was profane, but you still rated it a 10.
I did, because the profanity was in context.
Okay.
It was Army barracks language by Army people. And it tones down later in the last 10 books. It's not near as prevalent as it is in the first 2.
Versus this one's just everywhere for no reason.
This is just
Swearing.
off the cuff swearing that doesn't make any sense, doesn't add anything to the story and detraction.
All right, well, 6 books.
Some of them are really good. I think you'll enjoy reading some of these books.
Lots of different mix, it sounds like. Some apocalypse-ish, some fantasy, some sci-fi, so LitRPG.
It's all there. It's all there, and gamut from read to your kids to stay completely away.
All right. Hopefully you'll find something that you are interested in.
Good reading.